Hello everybody, this is Conquer, and I just wanted to make a quick video today about placing mines and giving some tactics about strategic places to place them so that your enemies won't see them and you'll get more kills and be a more effective battlefield player. The first thing I like to do is talk about hills, and you can see I'm here on Keesar Railroad. I'm at Objective E, and the first thing I like to do when I get to here and I have mines and I'm playing Engineer class is plant mines. And like I said, hills are a good place, and this is a really good hill to plant mines at. You see, when the enemy base comes from their home base, they can quickly get on these trails here, drive up, and then advance straight to E. So one smart thing to do is put them right here at the top of the hill so that as they're coming up, they won't be able to see them. So what I like to do is plant two right here. See, they're very camouflaged. You can barely see them. So as they're coming up, and I'll do a demonstration in a few minutes of with a tank as if I were the enemy coming over. See, camouflage in the grass, can't see them. It's hard for them to see. They die. And even if you wanted to double up on replacing your mines, you can have the mines we just placed there come down a little bit further and place them back up the trail. What you want to do is place them in shady areas like this. You see where we have some shadows and a slight little hump right there, a little bump in the ground, so that'll make it harder to see the mines. So I would plant one right there and one right there. I would go further. Well, it doesn't really matter. There. So I have 3 mines placed right there, very camouflaged, and if they were to come up there, they would get completely destroyed. So it's a good way to place mines. And when you're thinking about doing it, you want to think about concealment. That's what I do. I will think of what's the best place I can put them that they won't be able to see. Here's a good spot that I like to plant mines to. I noticed at the beginning of a map, or a beginning of a round on this map, people from the Russian side occasionally will rush to C, and they will use the railroad tracks as a way to get there. Lots of times they'll come up here because it's the widest path to take. It wouldn't hurt if you were able to get, if you got here fast enough, plant a few mines here so that they would get hit on the way. Like I'd plant one right here in the bush, can't even see it. Then plant one here, maybe in the grass. So at least they would get hit by one or the other. If you wanted to double up, put one right there in the middle, just to make sure. They really wouldn't see it coming unless they were spotting. Those are some good places to put them. Let's see here. Here's a good spot for dirt bikes that are really trying to get here fast. They would probably go straight up this little white trail of rocks. Plant one right here at the end. Just one, or maybe even just 2, just to make sure they hit them. Because they'll try to ramp off there, and I always get a rush whenever I ramp off things with a dirt bike. Here's a really good death trap that I've noticed is good for a lot of tanks and any vehicle really, is the bridges at sea. People like to take cover, like if they're in a tank and they're getting locked on, they'll try to run under the bridge to get to not be locked on anymore. Well, and I also noticed that they'll go from point A and try to cut through the bridge and go through here to get to another objective, just as a quick shortcut to get through the map. Well, great place to put mines, especially right here in the shadows and all the bushes. Bam, bam, bam. Great places to put mines. I've gotten lots of kills through there. Can't even see them. I'll pick these up and show another good place to put them. Right up here, when they want to be rushing down this hill, they either on a dirt bike or they're just rushing in a tank and they don't want to wait for anything. Just right in the bushes of this little area. Gets kills every time, especially the big bushes right there. Can't see them. They're camouflaged. They're not in plain sight. You can't miss. Another thing you can do, just like what I just showed you, right down here at the bottom of that hill is another good place. Dirt bikes will want to run up there and ramp up all the time, get kills like that. You can put them right there at the top. That's a good place. And like I said, another good place is like dirt bikes will want to ramp off of this, so you can put them right here. Great place to place mines. Like I said, it's all about concealment. It was what I think when you're talking about mines. You don't want the enemy to see them, and you want to get kills. Another good place, like I said, when you're talking about hills, this is another good place to do it. At the top of a hill, a tank, as they're coming up this hill, you know, their nose is going to be pointed up. And it's not until they get over the hills when they start coming down and they can see everything. So what I would do, another great place, plant mines, inside the railroad tracks right here. They won't be able to see them coming over the hill until it's too late. Bam. They get blown up. They're dead. Same thing over here. It's not much of a hill here, but sometimes they'll be wanting to rush to get away from them. Bam. Some good places right here in the grass to put them. One thing that I notice a lot of people doing is putting mines right in the middle of the road. Just, you know, laying them out 3 in a row, which is really not bad, but I think it's too obvious because you got this big lit up road, then you have these dark spots. I mean, it's a little hard to see, but typically somebody always spots them. So, and I'll admit, I've gotten killed like that, just driving in the middle of the road, people put mines right here. It works. But the way I look at it is, I would rather use my mines like this. If I were to put it anywhere in the middle of the road, somewhere like here, where it's somewhat concealed. See? It's slightly camouflaged by the fire and the smoke, and it's a bottleneck. Like if they want to get on the road, they have to come through here. And as they're coming through the fire, it's a little bit hard to see the mines. So I probably would have put them a little bit somewhere else. Let's see. More like right here. Right here with the wreckage and the fire. Especially if it's a dirt bike coming through, they won't see them at all. Let's see here. Oops, one dirt bike blew up. And here's another spot. You know, you could put them in the shade, which isn't bad. If you were to have to put them in the middle of the road, see? Much better than right out here in the light. Here's another great place I love to put mines, and it's very hard to see them. It is right here in the spot between B and E on this map. You see me here on the spot. It's right here, a little crossroads, a little fork. There's this hill. Now typically, the enemy will like either just capture B or just capture E. Let's just say, for instance, there's E. They captured it. I'm over here at B and I want to defend it. Here's a little hill, and like I said, we use our tactics that we talked about at the beginning of the video. Put them right here at the top. 1, 2, say 3. If we want to use all of our mines just to be safe, there's 3 right here on the first main little trail. If they want to haul ass from E back over to B, they'll follow the trail, bam, get nailed. They won't be able to see them. It's over the hill, it's out of the line of sight until it's too late. And I've seen tanks want to take a little shortcut through these trees before. Right here, and right here. This is a very good spot. If you wanted to use all your mines at one time, they can't see them, they don't know what's coming, they think everything's great until they get blown up. I'll go ahead and I'm going to switch teams and show you just how stealthy they really are. Okay, so I'm the enemy player. I just took E. I think there's nobody at B. I want to go assault it. Alright. There's nobody there. I'm going to haul ass getting there. No big deal. Even if I go like this. Bam! I didn't see them. I didn't even know they were there. Let's see. I just want to see if... I'm just going to try to look for these mines. I'm not going to spot it first. I'm just going to try to creep over. I don't see him. So I'm spotting, I still don't see him. Oh, where did I put him? There they are. Okay. They very camouflaged. Didn't even know they were there. Yeah, that's a lot of death and destruction right there. Well, guys, that's about all the tips and tricks I have for proper mine placement. Really, just remember, you can use them on any map. Just remember, use hills to your advantage, camouflage, trees, bushes, shadows on the ground. Just anything to your advantage to become a better engineer, a better mine placer, and a better battlefield player. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.